Well, hi everybody. Thank you once again for joining in the usual Thursday Healing Circle. It's great to have you all on board again. I'd just like to start off by I'm going to ask all of you a request, okay? Any feedback about how we're going with the Healing Circle would be much appreciated. And I don't just want compliments, although I will love you forever if I get compliments. Some really positive critique will be wonderful. I don't know if I'm giving everybody what they want if nobody tells me. And I'm not that psychically tuned in to all your bodies at once. So, as I say, any feedback that you have would be much appreciated. Okay. The second thing I'd like to do at this point in time, before we go any further, I'd like to publicly offer a huge big thank you to Helen for all her time and effort in putting the post together with the videos and the voiceover. That was really great. I don't know if we'll be doing it every week, but we'll certainly have a go at doing it fairly frequently, just to maintain people's interest, and they got something to talk about to other people, and thus bring them online with us. So thank you, darling. It's much appreciated. And thanks all the other guys that helped in the background. I can't thank everybody because I will be here all night. I'd like to thank Elaine for her comments about that post, and Anita, and I'd like to thank Orla for her input and help. And again, I'd like to thank all of you for being a part of this. And slowly I'm going to come back now to the animal cruelty, which when I saw an ad for the charity on TV, it really rocked my boat violently. To actually see what people are doing with animals, household pets, not acceptable. But what made it worse was when you saw wild animals that aren't used to being in a cage, yet alone tethered with strings and chains and wires, and then having to perform like they were a robot, a wind-up toy or something, and the suffering that they go through just so that someone will get a few coins thrown in his hat while he's performing and while the animal is suffering. And I just think it is criminal. And I know I'm not asking everybody to rush out and join this charity or any other charity. That's your call, your choice. If you just pass a thought about the animals, a positive thought, a healing thought, that will be wonderful. That's a lot more than what they've got at the moment. So, and hopefully it starts putting the whole process on the road to not happening anymore. So that all these people that orchestrate and maintain this dreadful habit will gradually see the light, when we're putting it, and then change their ways. So that the wild animals as in wild, as in free to roam, can go back to their proper existence, what they came here for. So I'm not going to keep banging on about this, or as I did say, I will include them specifically through the meditation, probably towards the end, and maybe spend a bit longer tonight on radiating the healing out to our planet as a whole and every living life stream upon it, including the animals and the people that perpetuate it. So now we're going to start the meditation. Hooray! They go. Okay. So usual story. I hope you're all sitting comfortably. And if not, why not? You should know by now, all the regulars. Any new people that we have joining us, welcome. Thank you for coming on board. And I'd just like to thank a couple of new people last week that joined as members. Hi, guys. I hope we do the right thing by you and we provide you with what you're looking for. So, to begin, I've got to have a drink first and lube the tubes. So, now we're all sitting comfortably. We've all started to get into a routine, a rhythm with the breathing, where we breathe in and we breathe in a beautiful, peaceful, balancing energy that gradually takes root in our stomach like a seed beginning to grow. And when we exhale, we breathe out all the negativity within us, all the nagging little thoughts. Did I lock the door? Did I turn the phone off? All those little things, we acknowledge them and then let them go. We don't focus on them. And as I say, with each in-breath, that little seed, which was the first breath, grows bigger and bigger with each breath. And correspondingly, with each out-breath, the negativity ceases and gradually is non-existent within us. We just have the positivity and balance for the next few minutes, the next 20 minutes or so, while we radiate. And as this light is growing within us, we notice it coming up from the pit of our stomach. It comes up through our torso, up into our chest, and then firstly to our heart, where it stops and lingers a little bit. It spends a bit of time there, spreading the healing energy specifically to all of us, to all of our hearts. As a lot of us keep stress and trauma within our heart, and the blue healing light will help dissipate that stress, and will also help all of us link together as we proceed with this radiation. And at the same time, we feel the energy going down through our hips, the pelvis. It goes down through our thighs, spreading the balancing energy and the healing energy as it does. Then it goes down beyond our knees, and then going past our knees, it brings some balance back to our knees and removing some of the negativity that tends to build up there in all of us. And the light keeps going down beyond our knees, down through our ankles, to our feet, and then it goes a little bit beyond our feet, down to the floor, on its way into the surface of the planet. And the light from our heart continues now going upwards, going up through our shoulders, gently caressing and massaging the negativity and the tension away. And it continues to go on to move up through our throat, up through the back of our neck and over our face, relaxing all our facial muscles so that we're all smiling. And then at the back of our head and over the top, where it meets with the light that's come up the front over our face. So as we see ourselves now, our whole being is full of blue, healing, balancing, light, and energy. And we just focus for a short while on any part of our being that we are aware of that could benefit from this healing, from this balancing. We focus that energy to that area or those areas of our body. And this is not just only for our physical body, it's also for our emotional being and our mental well-being. So we allow the light to work on all three levels wherever it is needed in specific areas. And just take a few moments to feel the benefit of that healing balance taking shape within you. As you feel your whole being, your whole energy coming into alignment. And now I'd like you to offer that light that is within you, allow that to continue outwards now, and offer it to all your family and friends and your nearest and dearest, and offer that light, that energy to those people also. And always remember, we offer the light, we don't force it on anyone. And all the people that accept it, we see them gradually beginning to return to a state of balance and well-being. And now we can spread that light further afield to encompass people that we know of, like acquaintances, people that we just acknowledge every day by a nod of the head or a quick hello. And all of those people who we feel could benefit from the healing energy, we offer it to those folk as well. And then they join your loved ones in being gradually returned to a state of balance and well-being within themselves. And now we can really start to radiate the healing energy or light, however you see it, the healing energy, we can radiate beyond us, and it radiates out from us in every conceivable direction. And as it does, it is there for anyone and everyone who may choose to take advantage of it for their own well-being. And as that light spreads across the surface of our planet, we think of the people in hospitals, the people receiving care, also the people who are giving care, who are sharing their care, the emergency services workers, and anyone and everyone you can think of who is connected, who is involved in the role of being a carer at some level. Maybe it may be a physical level or just administrative, right across the board. All the people that would be involved in the workings and the everyday running of the hospitals and the aged care people, aged care places and villages, everyone that's involved in the working of that. We offer the light to those people and also the people who are there being cared for. And just remember, the light is not there to make them better. The light is there to smooth their path out, wherever their journey may take them. And just spend a little while seeing that energy working all through those establishments, whether they be in a building or outside in the open. You just see that light. And as we see it continuing on beyond those places, those establishments, we think of all the wildlife, the trees and the bushes and everything that is growing on our planet. We offer the healing light to these places, to these beings, so that they may grow strong and continue on with their purpose. And now we think of our oceans and all the pollution that is within the oceans, from the surface, just below the surface, to the bottom, to the seabed, many kilometers down. And we ask that the healing light begins to work at any level within the ocean, helping to dissipate the pollution that is there now for all of us to see. And in doing so, that all of the creatures of the ocean begin to come back on balance, to receive the healing energy, to help them live their life as they are meant to. And just take a few moments to see our planet covered in that beautiful blue blanket, a blanket of healing energy that covers us all. And as we look at that blanket, we become aware of the connection that we all have from our heart to each other, wherever we are, as we've met together to radiate out this energy. And now, as we visualize our planet with that beautiful blue blanket covering us all. I ask you to think, to bring to mind the animal cruelty that is happening on our planet. We think of all the animals that are suffering at the hand of mankind for some sort of monetary gain. The animals that are kept tied up with wires and chains, being manipulated as if they were a puppet, and with a human being the puppeteer. And we also consider the domesticated animals that are just left. They're just left in farms or barns, places with very little food, very little water, and they just appear to be a skeleton with skin and fur over the top of them. And we ask that the blue light shine rather brightly around those people who conduct this sort of behavior with animals. We ask that the blue light lay heavily around them in an attempt to allow them to open their awareness to what is happening. And as they do, their outlook, their attitude gradually begins to change, and that cruelty begins to stop. So once again, I'd ask you for the next few minutes, just keep radiating that healing energy out all over our planet, but especially to anyone who is connected with animal cruelty. And we ask also that the carers for those animals receive the strength to carry on with what they have to face and that they deal with. So we spend the next 4 or 5 minutes radiating that healing energy around our planet, helping to restore balance in any and every conceivable corner we can think of. And continue to radiate that healing out across our planet. And finally, before we begin to allow our awareness to return, just I'd ask of you all, should you come across any animal cruelty, please just don't turn your back on it. Even if you can just send some healing energy to the people and the animals involved, that is a great beginning. We're beginning to change. And so now, just allow your awareness gradually to return to your body. And as it does, if you wish, bring the image of the planet. Allow that to settle in your conscious mind. And as you feel your awareness returning, begin to perhaps just have a bit of a stretch and wriggle your fingers and rub your feet on the floor so you become nice and grounded once again. And as always, I'll ask any of you who feel perhaps a little bit lightheaded or a little bit not quite with it, so to speak, just allow yourself time to sit in the chair and to allow your energy to settle once again before you get up and you carry on with your day. So all that is left now really is for me to say thank you all for joining. It's been really great. Much appreciated. And I hope you all get as much out of it as we do. So until next week, same time, same place. Look after yourself. And don't forget the people you love and the people that love you. And until that point, I'll say good night, and I'm signing off until next week. So once again, thank you all.